All right, so this week has been marked as Customer Service Week across the world. And in Nigeria, most organizations are reflecting, they are trying to see or perhaps reflect that phrase, that customer is king. All right, is the customer a real king? For those of you that deal with different organizations, how would you rate the customer experience, right? Are customers really treated as kings in this part of the world? Let me see if I can pop up this volume a bit. If they are, you can let us know. But if not, you can share your sentiments with us. But this morning, we're upholding excellence in customer service, the NCRIB strategy. And joining me in the studios this morning, I have Tope Adaramola, who is the Executive Secretary and CEO of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, NCRIB. Tope, it's nice to have you back in the studios. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Victor, for fantastic job you're doing.
Wonderful. So it's a double whammy celebration for you because yesterday was your birthday, right?
Absolutely.
So happy birthday, belated though. But
thank you very much.
How did you celebrate it?
Well,
with the customers?
Yeah, I celebrated it with internal customers.
Oh, good.
Yes, with members of my professional body, Nigerian Institute of Public Relations in Abeokuta.
All right. Yeah. Let's reflect on that a bit because, like we said, this week is World Customer Service Week, and that has been marked across the world. So, from NCRIB perspective, how did you guys mark it?
Well, it's a thing of delight that every year, as a global player, even though we operate in Nigeria, but we also must think global, and that's why we keep queuing into global events as they come. Okay. And one of those events is the Customer Service Week that comes up yearly, and for upward of 5 years now, we've been keen into it.
All right.
And this year, we've also started with it. One of the highlights or high points of it is what I'm doing here today, coming to talk to the public about customer service from the point of view of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, which is the umbrella body for all registered insurance brokers in Nigeria. And somebody could ask, who are insurance brokers?
Talk to us, really. Who are they?
Insurance brokers are actually the professional intermediaries in the insurance value chain that enables you to enjoy the fullest benefits of insurance.
Okay.
And I make bold to say that insurance is not it's not like banking, if I can put it that way.
Why do you say that?
Where you put in your money, you put in 5,000, go back and pick 5,000. Insurance, valuable, but also has some little technicalities that requires those who know the way, to take you by the hand to navigate it so that you can maximize the value, both at the point of placement of your insurance risk to the point of collection of claims.
So here you're saying that the brokers are really, really needed in the insurance chain.
As a matter of fact, we often say that they are the most critical professional in the insurance value chain because they are the ones that interface between the insurance clients for those who engage them, which we often recommend, because if you look at it, I can say from statistics, 75% of those who undertake insurance with stories that touch are actually people who never went through brokers.
Okay.
They went directly to place their business, and when the technicalities came, they couldn't. They were
drenched
by the rain. They couldn't navigate it.
Okay, so and somebody will be asking the question: why do I really need a broker? I mean, since I can interface with the company directly, why is the broker needed?
Well, I also would like to ask that type of person that why does he need a lawyer? Why does he? However much you speak English,
right?
When you have a case in the law court, you must engage a lawyer. Because he knows the technicality of law and that can assist you to effectively present yourself, towards making a good sense, of your case.
All right.
So you always need a registered insurance broker. One, I've told you before part of it, the technicality of insurance itself. You need somebody that can help you to decode it. And practically speaking, look at this studio now. You want to insure this studio, for instance. You are looking at the equipment in the studio. You are looking at the building. But when you get in the broker, he uses the eyes of a professional to look at it and tell you, no. Is it that too much you're looking at or too little? And he also helps you with your insurance companies. based on their strength as well as integrity and capability.
All right. So you've spoken very well on the reason why we need to engage a broker who perhaps might be the middleman between you and the companies.
Sure.
But do we have enough of you around? Do we have enough insurance brokers in Nigeria?
Well, we don't have enough, because I can tell you in Nigeria we have 774 local governments.
All right.
And as we speak today, we don't have more than 5,000 brokers.
That are registered.
I'm talking about both in terms of individual membership as well as corporate membership.
Wow.
And most of them, most of the nook and crannies, you don't have brokers operating there, which shows that we are paucity of brokers. But what we do at our own end now is to open the door for those who are suitably qualified and to come in to join us.
Right. So is there any cost for stockbroking? I mean, for insurance broking?
Yes, we have it. We have principally you have to have passed the Chartered Insurance Institute examination.
Okay, that's
CIN. Because that's the training arm for all of us. So nobody, as I speak today, can become a chartered broker or a practicing broker without first being certificated by the ACRI, and that's by the CRN. That's Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria.
All right.
Then after that, we have our own stipulations. We have our own requirements and prescriptions that you have to have, based on experience and based on experience that you have had.
Right. So can I operate as an individual under insurance brokerage, or must I be registered as a corporate entity?
You have to be registered. In fact, the NIRA 2025.
That's the Nigerian Insurance Industry
Reform Act.
Right.
Is one of the finest legislations you can ever find, signed into law by Mr. President in August. And this law, among other things, firmed the position of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers that you cannot operate as a registered insurance broker in Nigeria today legally without being a member of the NCRIB. So it's a legal issue, not about your whims and caprices.
All right. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, upholding customer excellence. We're looking at it from the perspective of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers. This body has been on for how long?
1962. It came to existence in 1962. But in 2003, we witnessed a watershed, because that was the time that the enabling law, the NCRIB Act number 21 of 2003, that empowered us to be the sole regulator of insurance brokers came into being.
Right. So you are the umbrella body for all insurance brokers in Nigeria.
Absolutely.
In terms of, promoting a whole lot, for the industry, talk to us about the role that NCRIB is playing in this direction. What are you guys doing?
Well, part of what we're doing is advocacy. As you can see today, I'm here speaking, not just speaking about broking.
All right.
In fact, there's no way you can speak about broking in isolation of insurance, because it is called insurance broking. Okay?
That's right.
So generally, we serve as very potent voice, when it comes to insurance advocacy. And that if there is any country where insurance is low vis-a-vis in terms of acceptance, vis-a-vis the benefit that it offers, I think Nigeria is one. As we speak today, we have less than 1% penetration rate.
Wow.
That's will contribute to the gross domestic product, unlike other countries of the world. So we have taken this on board. Secondly, we also, like I told you, we serve as an umbrella body for all registered insurance brokers, training them, retraining them, to be able to meet the needs of the customers that will come their way, among several other rates. We also employ, of course, and that's on the social side. We give employment. How many people are employed with insurance broking firms that are under us, and a lot more that we do. All
right. Do you have your members across Nigeria, or just in specific cities like Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt?
Yes, our aspiration, like I did say earlier, insurance penetration and acceptance is still abysmally low. I must confess to you that I can say we are covering less than 3/4 of the country, whereas it is the totality of the country that needs insurance, because anything that you have that you lose, that will make you to lose your sleep, is worth insuring. So, and everywhere human beings are, there is just an insurance need for them. Okay. But look at our number. A substantial number, you have them in metropolis like Lagos, like the East, like Lagos, like Port Harcourt, like Abuja, like Kano. And what about other places? So we have very huge need, for more brokers.
Can it be compulsory? I mean, the roles of the insurance brokers, can it be made mandatory, or what does the NIRA say about engaging with insurance and the need for insurance brokers?
No, it's not mandatory. The law did not say for you to
participate in insurance.
Yes, you have to use your broker. But like the Bible says, all things are lawful, but not all things are expedient. So, and discretion will also preserve you. That's also coming, pardon me, I'm a pastor. That's also coming to me. Right. So, nobody needs to tell you that you need someone to help you, to maximize the value of your money. So when you consider insurance, a wise man would definitely consider a broker, because he's the one who takes you by the hand and leads you into understanding the rudiments. And when claims also comes, which is actually the touch point, that of public dissent about insurance, the broker takes you through it because they know him.
All right,
so
also knows them. I need you to help somebody to understand all of this and break it down into pieces. So as we speak right now, we're even saying third-party motor insurance, 15,000 naira, and you have a lump sum benefit of, say, let's say a value of about 3 million, so to say.
Absolutely.
So how would you now convince someone to say, as a broker, I can even get better bargain for you, when they're already considering the fact that this 15,000 naira is cheap?
Well, I want to think that when that amount was increased, recall that it used to be 5,000. There was you and I know about it, about the fact that why the quantum leap. In fact, out of ignorance, a lot of people said, this is one of the policies of government to make things harder, for us. And I recall I was engaged on several platforms to explain this, that it is in tune with the reality of the times, that what used to be the value that you get when you need compensation, when it was 5,000, the value has changed. If at that time the third party liability, that is, let me break it down, anyone who has a third party motor insurance, the benefit of a loss does not come to him. If a loss occurs, like my car runs into your car now and I have a third party, I'm not going to be compensated. It is the person that I hit, let me use the layman's lingo, that is going to be compensated. And with 5,000 that we had that time, your limit was 1 million. But those were the issues in those days. But look at the reality now. If you go and hit some vehicle, even their rear light alone, you can't get it for 1 million.
Very true.
So it's not about throwing money at insurance, but it is about getting the appropriate value that will keep you on the road. And remember, insurance first of all sells peace of mind. Rather than any other thing. All
right, we'll talk about some misconceptions about the use of insurance brokers. But the flash update coming in from the control room also says that the accident, which we talked about earlier on, involving a saloon car and a truck, a container laden truck, Mack truck, has been cleared off. That's on a co-bridge inwards Costain. So it's going to be a better drive for those of you that are within that corridor as well. All right. So continue on that same trajectory. Some have said, making use of an insurance broker is likely going to add to the costs of what you will spend.
That's one of the misconceptions and what I call fallacies that we have in the market. As a matter of fact, you pay less.
You mean it?
Yes. And I'm happy that I'm in a radio station,
yes,
in a media place.
So how will I pay less? I mean, I'm going to make use of your services. I'm going to pay for the insurance.
Yes, I'm coming to that. And recall that I'm also partly a media person.
That's right.
Before I ventured into insurance. I have an idea about what I want to say. If I come to this studio, I say I want to place announcement or an advert with you. There is a standardized rate that you give to me, okay? As an outsider,
right,
who doesn't have any link or any knowledge. But if I come in here as an agent, you are going to give me discount.
Definitely.
So the money that I would take from here from you is cheaper than what naturally
the ordinary man.
Yes. So if you say, I don't want to use a broker, I just want to go to the underwriter, they give you the normal rate, the standard rate. But if a broker goes for you, he negotiates the rate. Okay. And it is from that commission. It doesn't even collect commission from you. It collects commission from the underwriter. So it's cheaper. That's what we keep ramming into the ears of Nigerians. Apart from boxing yourself to a corner by thinking that you know how to navigate the way, it is even cheaper, monetarily, for you to go through a broker.
All right, then Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. We are Licious, supplying more infos on the road. And there's a broken down high capacity bus on the 3rd Mainland Bridge just by Ilaje inwards the island. This is due to a mechanical fault. Efforts on for its recovery while men on ground managing the traffic within that area. So take note of that. Those of you around Ilaje on the 3rd Mainland Bridge inwards Unilag Waterfront, you might have it slow as a result of that breakdown within that particular location. Very shortly, I'll allow you to also join the conversation. That's here with me in the studios, Tope Adaramola, who is the Executive Secretary and CEO of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers. We're still looking at upholding excellence for customers, the NCRIB strategy. All right, so you've spoken a lot about the roles that insurance brokers can play and the major contributions that they can bring on board. But in terms of those people that use insurance brokers for insurance contracts, talk to me. How would you assess it? So far, so good. How many people are making use of insurance brokers?
A huge number of people. And I can say that statistically, I cannot roll it out, but from feelers we get every day, more and more people based on enlightenment. And this is where NCRIB is offering value, is growing stronger in terms of advocacy. In fact, in quarters where insurance broking has never been hard, we've been there. We've been there to talk to people in the market. We've been there to talk to people in palaces. We've been there, at the State House. We've been there with National Assembly members. We are there in government. And do you know that even Lagos State, I must give very good credit. Lagos State is the primus inter pares when it comes to engagement of brokers.
You mean it? The government?
Absolutely. I give due kudos to Lagos State. If all states, all states follow the line of Lagos State, definitely even government alone will engage all our members. So and more as we speak, more are copying the notes from Lagos to engage brokers. And aside from that, we are also going to the realm of the retail, where we go to the street to tell Nigerians why they need brokers through our area committees. Remember, for administrative purposes, we have 6 area committees, that are in touch with the grassroots. So we deploy all this to ensure that we keep buoying up the number that subscribe to insurance through registered insurance brokers.
All right, then let's see if we can expand the dialogue beyond the studios to also have your input this morning. Even though we're looking at it from the perspective of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, you can join the conversation and let us have your input as well. Some messages coming in as well, but 080-99-120-777 is the number that you can connect with us. If you want to place a voice call to the studio, you can do that on 091-5387-7127. 091-5387-7127. This one here says, thank God it's Friday. Greetings, Vicky D. And also to Mr. Tope Adaramola.
Thank you so
Biodun
much.
from Adio is sending this. Says, what are your service standards and commitments to your clients? 2, how do you communicate complex insurance concepts in simple terms? Thank you. All right. Biodun from Adio. Thank you. All right. That's for you, Tope.
Well, thank you very much, Biodun, for those questions. They sound very, very academic.
That's right. I just want to say that.
And I can say high valuing. But all questions are questions, really. And I really appreciate you for that. In terms of service standard, part of why I'm here is to say that anybody that has complaints against any broker, any client that engages brokers, will have our feedback mechanism. And of course, you can visit our website, www.ncrib.net. That's where you can talk to us, because we put ahead of us integrity of service. We put ahead of us quick response. And we have also put ahead of us continuous evaluation. We do. That's why I have with me here our manager research.
Okay.
You know, there's no campaign that is good unless it is evaluated.
All right.
So we all have this. We have this evaluative mechanism.
And there's a way you guys can simplify all of these terms, right?
Exactly. So in the area of simplification, because part of the snags that people have about insurance is that insurance is too technical. We don't understand all this, your indemnity, all these things. So what we've subtly done is to simplify the concepts of insurance, and we're doing that in local languages.
Oh, you do that as well?
Yes. In fact, as we speak, there is hardly anywhere we go to without engaging them in their local ecosystem,
which is very, very good.
Yes. I recall that insurance is not as alien as it is projected, even though the coinage came from the UK. But we've been doing some forms of insurance here before we got exposed to that,
which is very true. It's so and the like.
Yeah, exactly. So relativity becomes easier.
All right.
For us.
Flash update from the control room again says that broken down high capacity bus on the Third Mainland Bridge has been taken up just by Elijah in was the island. That has been taken up, so normalcy restored within that particular corridor. Thanks so much, Moyo, from the control room, sending in the in-swingers from time to time. 08099120777. Let's take insurance this morning. How well do you understand insurance? And of course, this week is the customer service week. How has it been for you? You can share your thoughts with us as well by calling us on 08099120777 or 09153877127. Those are the numbers that you can use to connect with us on the program. All right. Even though we're celebrating, you said NCRIB, you've been doing a whole lot of advocacy, right?
Absolutely.
Is there a way you can assess if the stockbrokers, the corporate organization under the stock brokerage, have been doing well in terms of servicing the customer?
You mean insurance broking? You mentioned
insurance broking.
Because you can see,
don't mind me.
You can see even as a high-profile broadcaster, you still mix this up, and that's part of the misconceptions.
Exactly.
That we go to the market to dismantle.
Right.
We make everybody know that we are insurance brokers, not
stockbrokers.
Stock brokers. Yes.
So, is there where you can gauge to say, well, insurance brokers has done well in terms of servicing customers?
Yes, we have our parameters which we have set, and for which we make evaluation. Number one has to do with personalization. How personal? We encourage our members to be very, very personal in the delivery of their services. Number two is to also for them to imbibe integrity in product delivery, as well as integrity in their persons.
All right.
Because you first buy into the person before you buy into his product. And again, of course, the expectations as well as empathy. We want them to show empathy. Risk at the end point of risk is empathy. Is the need to show empathy. Somebody has just lost his property, it is not the best time for you to say, oh, maybe I told you. If you had listened to me, you would have, what he first wants is comfort.
Okay.
Even if his claim is going to suffer some disaster,
right,
because he didn't do what is right. But the first thing is for you to show empathy. So these are parameters that were put in place and advocated to our members on a constant basis for them to use, for us to have effective customer service.
You have a call? All right, 080-99120777, 09153877127. This one says, good morning, Mr. Adaramola. Many people say insurance companies don't pay claims quickly. How is NCRIB tackling that perception? Deji is sending this one in. Deji, thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much, Deji. This is part of the
misconceptions.
Yeah, the misconceptions, and that's why it still goes back, cascade down to the need for you to engage a registered insurance broker. When you have a broker, it takes the headache
away from you.
It takes the headache of technicality away from you. It takes the headache of you not getting your claim promptly. Remember, the insurance broker is part of the insurance ecosystem. Some of them, I can tell you today, were formerly top-notch of insurance underwriting side before they came into broking. So they are known, they know themselves, they know the capabilities, they know the incapabilities. And when a claim occurs, if an underwriter refuses to pay on time, it's blacklisted. The issue is that if you hit me today, I don't bring business to you tomorrow. If you hit my client, I don't bring business to you tomorrow. So one of the ways to cure this problem of delayed claims payment, and moreover, aside from that, let me also say that today we have a very, very, very responsible and responsive regulator.
That's right.
In NICOM.
Okay. All right.
NICOM says, give me excuses to pay claims, not excuses not to pay.
Okay.
Give reasons why you must pay, not reasons why
not to pay.
There is a reorientation under the current leadership.
All right then, 080-99120777. This one says, Mr. Adaramola, you've mentioned before that many states in Nigeria don't even have insurance brokers. How do you plan to change that? Stanley Okoye is sending this one in. Thank you so much, Stanley.
Yes, thank you, Stanley, for tracking that. As a matter of fact, now, part of our campaign, what we encourage from what we call our own control room, which is our national secretariat, is to encourage our members at those regions. I told you we have 6 regions. We have South Area Committee, we have Lagos Area Committee, we have the Eastern Area Committee, we have the Northern Area Committee, and we have the Western Area Committee, covering the whole spectrum of the country. So what we do is to continually sell it to them that it is not enough for you to stay at the state capital or the regional capital, but for you to go down. Every Nigerian needs insurance, and everyone who has insurance needs a broker.
All right. This one says, good morning, Victor and Mr. Tope. Basically, the insurance brokers' operations are concentrated more in urban areas and more of dealings with corporate clients' businesses than the retail businesses. This is coming from Comrade Daniel Onobumi, one of our regulars on this program. Comrade Daniel, thank you so much. I would have loved you to call and engage Tope on this.
Thank you very much, comrade. It's part of the hangover that we are struggling ourselves. We are trying to extricate ourselves from. You know that for a very long time, it is often said that insurance is elitist. As a matter of fact, the farmer in my remote village, when you talk to him about insurance, he scoffs at you. Whereas the poor man or the man at the grassroots need insurance even more than the man in the city. How do I say that? I often say that it's a misconception for the poor to say they don't need insurance. And there's a scenario I usually paint, which I want to quickly rehash here.
Yeah.
The scenario is that I am a low-end worker.
Okay.
I collected cooperative from my office. I struggled to buy a car, and somewhere the car was stolen. The type of people, your person will determine the type of people that consult around you. Poor people, I'm sorry to use the word, we always have poor friends.
That's right.
So you gather yourself. Some of them, you even give them money to go back after they had helped you to curse the devil. God will punish those who stole it. At the end of the day, you still give them boss money to go home. But on the flip side, the rich man has what I call second strike capability. If he loses one car out of 10 cars, what happens to him? Nothing. His friends will gather around him to keep him in the circle of friendship and buy another car for him at the slightest opportunity of his birthday, or gather around him to do something.
Which is very true.
So you see, so who needs insurance more? It is the poor. Whatever you lose, sir, that will make you to lose your sleep, insure it.
Right now.
Yeah, right now.
This one says, sir, how does NCRIB work with NICOM, the regulator, to make sure customer service is not just talk, but action? Mr. Yusuf from Ikorodu.
Thank you, Mr. Yusuf. It works. There's no way you talk about NCRIB without talking about NICOM, because NICOM is actually the government regulatory institution that presides over insurance, and the law has so made it in such a way that we are coordinate. Okay? You cannot be a member of the NCRIB, for instance, without first being you can't be a broker, a registered insurance broker, without being first a member of the NCRIB, which qualifies you to be licensed by NICOM. So you are standing on two legs. Right. So, and your activities is also affected by that. If there is a misdemeanor or a mispractice on the part of a broker, apart from NCRIB sanctioning on the basis of self-regulation, NICOM also has the incubus power to sanction you. And
if I bring that in, so have you guys done any sanctioning in recent time?
Yes, we keep doing that regularly, honestly.
All right, let me just bring this out. This one says, good morning, Victor. Sometimes I personally find insurance terms confusing, almost like there are hidden charges. What is NCRIB doing to make things clearer for people like me? Shehu Ibrahim is one of our regulars. Thank you so much, Shehu.
Thank you very much, Shehu. I think we're taking this on board. It's a challenge that we are taking up holistically, because the insurance industry literally is like a building that has different rooms. Okay? Right. And when we have problems that are of common application, we tackle it, collectively. As we speak today, do you know that insurance is offered in secondary schools?
Oh, yes, which is good.
Insurance is offered. We have curriculum for it, and we keep engaging even the younger generation, simplifying it at their level, for them to understand.
Let's begin to wrap.
Aside from the localization, in local dialects and so on.
Let's begin to wrap all of this up now because of time, even though we're having more messages that are pouring in for you.
Expectedly so.
Yes, this one says, does someone need a broker or third-party vehicle insurance, and how do one get a broker? Okay, Sylvester, I sent that one in. So, where are brokers located? How can we get a broker? Let's talk about that quickly.
The broker, the citadel of all brokers is with the secretariat. I keep their record.
Where is that?
I keep their record. That's number 58 Maleye Street, Alagomeji, Lagos.
Okay.
At the back of Total Filling Station.
If I go online, is there where I can just type
www.ncrib.net.
Okay, with that, we will get certified, registered insurance brokers.
Yes.
All right, we'll look for another time to have this conversation.
Thank you, sir.
Because I would like to find out really what you guys are doing for those who are erring and how you've been able to sanction them. But let's go, Tope, because time is not really our friend. What's your parting thought in 30 seconds?
Well, my parting shot has always been that whatsoever you lose that will make you to lose your sleep is worth insuring. And when you also want to insure, remember that your greatest ally is a registered insurance broker that helps you to maximize the value of your insurance.
We'll leave it at that for now. It's nice having you in the building. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Okay, then. So he is Tope Adaramola, who is the Executive Secretary and the CEO of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers. And I can tell you this morning, he's taking us on an excursion on how we can provide and perhaps uphold customer excellence for all Nigerians. We have to go. The program has been produced by Dayo Anthony. Maximum shout out going out to Dele Ayileso, who is the Public Relations and Communications Manager for NCRIB. In the studios this morning, Oluwaseyi Adenuga, who is Research and Development Manager for NCRIB. We've got some interns as well. Maximum shout out to you all. Same for Remy Aluko and Okpayemi Shonunke of our social media unit. Our executive producer is Tayo Akonle. My name is Victor Oteri. I'm out still very much within, and I'll be back shortly for the benchmark.